Continuing our Democracy 2018 coverage, keeping you informed about the key races in the midterm election now just under 3 weeks away. Tonight, we focus on the 6th District, an area that covers a lot of Hoosier ground. RTV6's Lauren Casey breaks it down.
District 6 encompasses a huge portion of eastern Indiana. Stretching across 19 counties, it's a lot of ground for candidates to cover, with a lot of issues that matter to a wide range of voters. District 6 has made some national news because of this man.
And a trusted conservative. Here in southern Indiana, Greg's home, Hoosiers know him as their neighbor and their friend.
While he has never run for political office, Greg Pence, the Columbus businessman and veteran, has one of the most well-recognized names in politics today.
What we have seen in this country, knocking other people's values, the way they practice, how they want to serve God, I have always had a real problem with that.
The Republican nominee is the older brother of Vice President Mike Pence, and now he's thrown his hat into the ring to win back the seat his brother held for nearly a dozen years. Republican voters in the primary punched their ticket for Pence in big numbers in the May primary. When we requested a sit-down interview with the GOP candidate, we're told, quote, Greg Pence is not available. He will continue to focus on canvassing the 6th District, attending events in all 19 counties, and talking directly with District 6 voters, end quote. But his two competitors agreed to meet with us to discuss some issues facing Hoosier voters in District 6.
But when Barack Obama gave his farewell speech and said, if you don't like what's going on in Washington, then run for office, I just felt a calling at that moment.
Libertarian Tom Birkenoff is an accountant with years of experience working with the tax code. He says he can see how the actions and laws passed by Congress impact regular Hoosiers on a daily basis. As he talks to voters in his district, he says one issue has really stuck out to him, the opioid epidemic. And as a member of Congress, he would look to some real-life Hoosier solutions.
You have Belden Industries in Richmond recently, I think a couple months ago, they announced that for people that they want to hire that can't pass the drug test, they're now paying for their outpatient treatment. And as long as they continue the treatments and the programs and they can pass the drug test in the future, they'll hire them and continue their employment.
Other issues we discussed include immigration.
I think that there's two areas in our country where we've suffered because we've not enforced the laws in the books. Immigration, and then, like I say, in the marijuana issue we've got where it's illegal federally, and then some states have made it legal. And in both those areas, it's just put a lot of people in an uncertain position.
But one major issue he sees in Congress is that it's broken. His challenger on the Democratic ticket also hit hard on the issue of partisan politics.
The temperament seems to be divisive, and it seems as if they're not really making a lot of headway.
Democrat Janine Lee Lake is a Muncie mother and journalist of more than 30 years. She grew up in Crawfordsville before coming to Muncie for college and still makes Delaware County home today. Winning the nod from the Dems in the spring and taking on a well-known opponent like Pence gained her some attention and support from another well-known Hoosier, David Letterman. One issue facing her constituents, the tariffs.
All this whole summer, we've heard that time and time again. There's farmers out in the heartland that are saying, you know, these tariffs are killing us from season to season and harvest to harvest. These are issues that they really and truly care about.
She also touched on safety in schools.
You know, I've sent my own kids to school, and I've sent them with a prayer, and that's not enough. We need policy. I guess there's not really another way to say it, but we need to make it a hell of a lot harder for these people to kill our kids.
Reporting on District 6, Lauren Casey, RTV6.